welcome to Monorants the Boys, the only boys podcast that needs to be more careful what it wishes for, because I did not need to see that web hole.
No, I kind of wish we'd had MCP pants.
Always MCP pants.
Because that scene would have been a whole lot different.
Definitely funnier and less, uncomfortable.
Poor MM.
Yes. I'm one of your hosts and Jack of all trades, Mono, and with me is my co-host and master of none, Kira.
Yeah, there's not enough pure style in the world for that.
No, just...
there really isn't. And just
shower in it.
Yeah.
Because, that was disgusting.
It really was. I was like, no.
But,
no, I don't want to know where them webs come from.
But still not as bad as the weird dolphin girl in Gen
the
V.
siren?
Yeah, that was just new. Those two should hook up.
Who? Her and Tek Knight?
Yeah, well, you said her and Tek Knight.
Yeah, I was like, I'd be all over her.
Well, that is absolutely why Tek Knight wanted Webweaver.
Oh,
I
God,
can only
yeah.
assume.
Oh, yeah.
It was...
disgusting.
Yeah, and I'm kind of glad that we didn't get to see actual Webweaver with Tek Knight.
No, but we did get a comic book moment that you've been hoping for. It wasn't the same costume, but it was the same moment.
No, and yeah, like last week with me seeing them walk down to the basement on the farm and being like, hey, it's like when they steal Vogelbaum. In this one, it was just, I don't know what it was. It was something about the way MM holds up the picture of Webweaver. Immediately, I was like, is that going to be Bagpipe? But I didn't saw that and it was Webweaver. But then we still got that Bagpipe moment from the comics of Hughie coming out and everybody laughing at him. And that was a nice little
the
Easter egg.
ill-fitting suit, because that was always my favorite part of him going undercover, was the fact that the suit does not fit him. Obviously doesn't fit him, and it amuses me so much. And I love the way that was drawn, and they did it in this. He's a lanky fucking bastard.
Yeah.
So it does look like it's
that's one of your
it.
favorite panels. That has always been one of your favorite panels, and you got to tell the person who illustrated said
No,
panel how
it
much
is.
you
It
love
is one of my all-time favorite panels. It just the baby explosion from
from Squee.
Yeah,
one of, I can't remember if it's Squee or Johnny the Homicidal Maniac.
It's in Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, but it's one of the asides.
Yeah,
and that panel as well, and it's just, they're ones that just make me giggle every time I see them.
So it wasn't the bagpipe costume, but it was close enough to that moment that it was good. Oh, and also on the fact that we're finally seeing Webweaver, and I said the other week about how we never get to see him in the comics, completely forgetting about Dear Becky.
Oh, yeah.
Because he shows up in Dear Becky. Yeah, no, it was nice to see. Not nice to see him. But it was hilarious and uncomfortable and hilarious. But shall we jump into the episode?
Yeah.
Well, sorry, jump into a summary and then jump into the episode. It's time for the next stage in Homelander's plan as he gathers politicians in Tek Knight's mansion to get them on board. But thanks to A-Train and your friendly neighborhood junkie, the boys sneak through the cracks to infiltrate the party. Meanwhile, Butcher still has Samir in hand, and maybe more than just Becca in his head.
Yeah, so they're going all like Project 2025, which is fun.
Yeah, but the soup version of Project 2025.
Of it, but it's the same thing. Well, they're like, everyone's like, oh, white Christian nationalism, which is Project 2025.
A lot of what goes on in that party, and there's one or two bits in particular that I'm like, oh look, there's the real sinister bits, but that's a bit later in the episode, so we'll try not to get too political then, but probably will, or mostly just be like, oh god, America.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, America. But no, the episode starts with one of the funniest fucking things I have seen. Well, it starts with Butcher, but we'll talk about Butcher later. Everything else starts with one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time on this show, which is just
scattering of Hugh Senior's ashes.
Yeah, his ashes getting scattered on the Made in Manhattan walking tour.
Yeah, and I think it's specifically outside the hotel. I've never seen Made in Manhattan.
I assume it's at the various bits of important parts
they
of the
go
film.
Around, like you get Sex in the City tours and stuff. For fuck's sake, we did a Lord of the Rings tour. I'm
familiar with the concept. It's just the idea of Hugh Senior having his ashes scattered along that.
Well, Daphne does say this feels like a health code violation. Because it's human remains.
But then you realise it's not just the two of them, that Annie and and Kimiko are
there as well. And you were there going, oh my god, it's the funeral procession. I was like, no, they're just on a walking tour. But there's But apparently it happens all the time. The Haunted Mansion in Disney apparently is notorious for people like trying to scatter loved ones' ashes on it. People are like, oh, this is where I want my ashes to be scattered.
Oh, I mean, I'm in glass houses on this one. I want to get cremated, and I want the people close to me to do a shot of my ashes.
Yeah.
So I can't say anything about that. But yeah, it's hilarious. There's the nice little bit as well as they stop to talk. You see a taxi in front of them that has the Black Addict promo on the top of it from the previous episode. And the little chat between Hughie and his mom is fucking hilarious. Well, it's nice because it's like...
Well, she's saying, yeah, I can come back. And I can
hang around longer. I don't have to leave.
And you can call me. And they have, I think a lot of stuff has been resolved. And he makes a little dig about the vitality and she punches him because I think she's probably going home to try and extract herself from that now. Probably,
yeah. Maybe I shouldn't keep working for this company.
Yeah, maybe not a good idea. And she notices that Kimiko is looking really, really sad because Kimiko does, like...
Oh, she looks very sad.
Yeah, and she's like, well, what's wrong with your friend? And he explains what's going on with Frenchie, and Daphne's just like, what the fuck? Like,
so
who the fuck
are your
friends?
fucking friends?
Like, what?
Yeah.
And the way Hughie says it so casually as well. It's like, oh, he confessed to a load of murders he did for a Russian, like, mob boss.
And she's upset because he didn't talk to her about it first. Like, that's what she's upset. Not all the murders he did. She's upset
that he turned himself in. It's that he didn't speak to her about it first. And she's just like, what? Where are your priorities?
And as funny as that line is...
Like, it was going to be followed up with, if your father wasn't already dead, I'd bring him back to life to have a fucking word with him. Like, what is he doing?
No, I just, like, it's so funny, and everything else we get to do with Kimiko in regards, that, for the rest of the episode, is so fucking sad.
Yeah.
That it's weird. Not weird, but, like, yeah, it starts off on kind of a gag moment, and then, yeah, it's just heart-wrenching when we see her in the prisons later on, like. In fact, that's what we see directly after that.
She goes to
try and visit
Frenchie and has to go and wait in.
She's waiting in. Well, we see that it's Vernon prison facility, but that means nothing to us just yet.
I follow Vernon.
Yeah, well, it does, but for different reasons. Different reasons. Yeah, so she's there and waiting to go see Frenchie, presumably, and a group of people are called, and she goes up.
I think in New York, the way it works, or for a lot of these, you go to like a center and you wait there, and then like,
you get transported to the prison. You get
transported to it, like on their own service, so that you.
Don't your favorite thing? You go to a secondary location with them.
Yeah, woohoo! That you have no control over. Super fun.
But yeah, she said she goes up to one of the corrections officers and shows on her phone. She's like, "Those people," or "I was ahead of those people." And they ask for the prisoner's like name and identification number, and she gives it over, and they're like, "Oh, that prisoner refused visitors."
Would you not have told her? Instead of leaving the poor girl there to wait, like that's shitty. Like
it sucks for Kimiko.
Yeah,
and she's not happy.
No, and like the thing that really hits home in this episode is he's the only person that she can talk to freely.
Yeah, that she can really talk to.
Because like we see her communicating throughout the episode in different methods, and the frustration of it as well, and you just feel so bad for her because
while we've seen her communicate and like open up to both Annie and Hughie to different degrees on different occasions through like using the phone and stuff.
But there's no spontaneity in it.
Well, also she knows that they've got other stuff going. Like Hughie's dad's just died. She's not gonna unload on him about that. So yeah, Frenchie
Annie's gone through all the stuff that happened. Like, and in fact, that's how the conversation between Hughie and Daphne is broken up.
Because the home team are
shouting at her on the street.
Yeah,
and that poor tour guide being like, "Come on, this way. That's not part
of the tour." What a dickhead.
Yeah.
Just absolute dickhead. Like, don't.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, for starters, it's absolutely 100% not murder, and don't be a dickhead. Speaking of dickheads, Firecracker has replaced our beloved.
Yeah.
And Cameron Coleman
is so sad. I was just
on sabbatical.
Severely injure him.
No, he's dead.
He's dead, and it's
No, you were clinging on to hope, but
I really was.
Yeah, I knew. I was like, no, he's dead. Those bastards, they killed him.
And Firecracker's now the head lead anchor.
Yeah.
For VNN.
And the first thing she wants to talk about
fucking Jewish space lasers.
Oh,
I need to look into that because I have heard that so often. I need to find out where the fuck that came from.
Do you not know?
No.
That's Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh, is it?
So
fuck
that's
off.
the whole thing. Yeah, the whole, like, I didn't pick up on it straight away because I'm not, like, I don't follow American politics beyond what I see randomly. Yeah, she is. She's batshit insane, but she's senator, congresswoman. She's an elected official. And she says, but one of the first...
I know that she's an elected official somewhere in Colorado, and I believe she's the one that owned the restaurant where all the staff, like,
Yeah, it's an open carry thing. I think that's her. But she's a QAnon believer. And one of the first things she brought up in Senate or Congress, whichever it was, when she got elected, was this Jewish space laser thing. That thing where the BBC, she was getting interviewed by the BBC person.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Look up the clip if you haven't seen it, where the BBC person is just trying to ask her a normal question, and she's like, "No, you're from that fake news side of things." And the BBC person's like, "All right, cool. You want to talk about something else? Let's talk about Jewish space lasers." Marjorie Taylor Greene just goes, "Fuck you," and walks away. But yeah, so Firecracker is supposed to be Marjorie Taylor Greene. I hadn't quite picked up on it in the earlier episodes, and then I saw people talking about it. But if I hadn't at this point, I was like, "Oh, right, yeah, okay."
I try not to delve
for
too deep
for the slow amongst us.
Yeah, I like to keep kind of like, I'm aware of what's going on, but I'm not looking too much into them all.
No, you only look into the really, really fucking depressing stuff, and then tell me all about it when I come home from work. But Jewish space lasers. Fucking hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Now, are they going to mind control us all to wear yarmulkes?
Or are they using mind control through the yarmulkes?
It's hilarious. Back on the boy side, is trying to meditate.
Oh, poor
Yeah, he's really
trying.
Really not having a good time of it this episode.
No, and his meditation is interrupted by the funniest phone call.
I like that A-Train's smart enough to go all the way to Toronto.
Yeah, he's like, I have literally run the whole way to Toronto to make sure that nobody overhears this conversation.
I love the way he starts the phone call and being like, "This shit is fucked."
He's like, "No, calm down."
Does a very good job of calming him down and getting all the information out of him. And then MM starts the conversation with the boys with big, "This is so fucked."
And fuck me, is it?
Well, yeah, because he tells them everything that we had seen in the previous episode.
Yeah.
They killed Cameron Coleman because they thought he was the leak. But Homelander had all these fucking superheroes gathered together. Sage and Tek Knight were talking about something.
Yeah, they were having a little, like, conflict.
They're having some soiree over in Tek Knight's gaff. Well, mansion.
Yeah, it's, what was it? The Nationalist or...
Oh, you looked them up. They were some sort of legal association.
The Federalist Society.
Yeah, they sounded like a whole bunch of pricks, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and they're all in like a whole load of law schools and shit like that, and they're everywhere.
Hooray, yes. More depressing shit.
Yeah, a whole load of like Supreme Court judges and a whole load of like Trump's appointees were all like nominated, like recommended by them. And they've infiltrated all layers of government.
Yay.
Super fun. So yeah, it's a big wigs and like it's all billionaires at this, and so very, very thinly veiled racism going on.
The sort of people that we see when we actually get to the party.
Yeah.
Because MM's filling them all in and saying what he's found out and who's going to this party, but that they are going to have a way in because Webweaver has also been invited for some reason.
They're like, "How the fuck is Webweaver going?" He's like, "I don't know, but A-Train's like, he's on the fucking list."
But let's go see him with another heroin enema.
Oh, poor MM.
It's just the poor man just keeps getting.
Really didn't want to. Webweaver is just gross.
So you know the way I've been banging on about episode 6 always being whopper episodes.
Yeah.
I've just realised I have to think really hard about season 1, but certainly in seasons 2, 3, and 4, in episode 6, MM has something uncomfortably sexual happen to him. We've just seen it in this episode. Last season it was Herogasm and he was the yummy goop. Brown bear.
Yeah.
And in season 2, Sage Grove, love sausage.
Huh? And then he gets like, and he
That's
does get a
reunion
with love sausage and Herogasm.
Yeah. So yeah, episode 6 is always a great episode, and something badly sexual happens to MM.
Poor MM, and it's so close to his eye.
Oh, it's just.
No.
But yeah, MM goes there and is like,
I think the worst part of it. No, the worst part of that whole thing is the little pooshy fart that accompanies it as well.
The web hole itself is pretty gross looking.
I tried really not to pay that much attention to it.
Yeah, but I mean, we watched the episode twice, so I had to see it twice, and it was gross twice.
The hole in the back of the suit is hilarious.
Yes. Yeah, MM goes there to give him.
There, like.
because
I know spider. Yeah,
it's just because it's funny.
It's anatomically correct for where it is on where silk spinners are on spiders.
It's kind of hilarious because if you think about it, of him actually having to use it to like capture villains and shit like that, he has to turn around and like poop it out at them. At least, like if he did shoot it out his dick, for example, at least he could be facing it's. This way he has to turn around to shoot it out, and it's much funnier. And to be honest with you, I can't imagine he does much crime stopping with those but webs anyway.
Yeah, and
he just seems to shoot them all over his apartment.
Yeah.
It's gross.
It's so disgusting. It really is.
Oh, I love this show for how much it grosses me
And all
out.
I can think about is that conversation in the Spider-Man where the 3 Spider-Mans are there and they're like, oh my god, you actually won, because the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man doesn't have web canisters. He actually...
Yeah, he has organic webs. That's the whole...
But, like, that's out of his wrists and that, like, not near his butt. Like... oh, it's so gross.
Yeah, but the whole point of the visit is to give him a heroin enema that's full of Rohypnol as well, or just Rohypnol.
I think it's just straight up Rohypnol.
So they can steal his suit.
But he makes administer it.
But yeah, after that we get treated to the start of the party over at Tek Knight's, and we see Senator Calhoun, now Speaker Calhoun, from way back in season 1, who got blackmailed by Doppelganger and Stillwell.
That was hilarious.
That was hilarious.
Oh, Doppelganger.
Yes, sadly no longer with us.
No.
Yeah, Homelander arrives to a big announcement from Tek Knight, and goes over to the senator and congratulates him. And what is it? He's like, oh, well, it took 18 rounds of votes, but we finally got it. And he has some like platitudes for Ryan, and then Tek Knight butts in and is like, oh, look at us.
Captain, my captain. Look at us, the top 2 heroes. And fucking Homelander's face nearly eats itself. Like, he didn't like that.
Yeah, for somebody who we've seen be able to read people so well, he doesn't read Homelander at all.
Yeah.
Although he doesn't have much time. He says that one wrong thing, and Homelander's very, very quick to be like, no.
You can't even fly.
Yeah, we're not at all close to equal. Yeah, you can't even fly. Like, there's no team up. Let's get this, just nip this in the bud.
And the speaker's just side-eyeing him while he tries to, like, brush it off. He's like, oh, just always, joshing around.
And then Ashley shows up.
I love what Ashley is wearing.
It has been a while since you have talked about Ashley's wardrobe.
No, Ashley's wardrobe.
I'm giving you carte blanche to just continue. Go on.
Ashley's wardrobe has very much been her, like, really, like, low-cut power suits with nothing underneath them. She looks fantastic in them. But this is a fucking floor-length gown version of that suit jacket.
What do you think about her other costume in this episode?
I like it. It could have been wilder. It wasn't anything. I was like, oh, it's just standard Dom wear.
Nah.
It really is. It wasn't anything like for how the tech cave was. It could have been anything.
There wasn't even a strap on there. Like,
yeah, it was relatively tame for like the situation. But that blazer dress, so good. And also, I like the fact that she's like, I'm powerful, because she's just gotten one over on everybody as far as she's concerned.
Well, at least on Sage.
Yeah, she's
she can walk in there with her head held high.
Yeah, she's feeling her oats again.
Yeah,
and does mouth off a bit to Sage.
Yeah, she's like, I thought you knew everything.
Yeah,
me and him go way back. That's why I'm here.
Boy, do they?
Yes,
but I like that Ashley's having a bit of a bitches back moment.
Oh, she is. Yeah, no, she's quite happy with herself in this episode.
Oh yeah.
Before we find out how far they go back, we find out a little bit about Tek Knight's, well, not backstory, but his family, because
11 generations of wealth, because he's a fucking dickhead.
Yeah, his family made their fortunes capturing slaves,
and
now
just turning around to A-Train and being
he's just
like,
that's all.
You would have given my great-great-granddaddy a run for his money.
All of it, like anything to do with Tek Knight and race in this episode, because obviously the thing that like makes him crack later on. Well, no, the thing that makes him crack later on is the donation to Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
He's already gotten the Innocence Foundation and the Super PAC, Elizabeth Warren Super PAC, but it's Black Lives Matter that makes him crack.
Not them people.
And to top it all off, his Alfred is black.
Yeah.
Elijah is some poor, long suffering Alfred.
Yeah.
Like, with some of the sass, but ultimately is an absolute hero at the end.
Yeah, well, that's always the most important thing to remember about Alfred.
What?
He doesn't have the no-killing rule.
Yes, that's
Alfred
a very good
will
point.
fuck you up.
That's a very good point. Alfred carries guns. Alfred knows how to use them and will use them.
Alfred has is not bound by a no-killing rule, which is why Alfred is the fucking goat.
Yeah, no, the just that whole conversation about Tek Knight's family and him owning the prisons
they're in
now
prisons now, and he's like, I hunt them down, I house them, reform them, and then I do it all over again.
What is it, from snout to tail? He says,
Yeah,
like he's just
I do it all.
He's an absolute prick.
And just the way, because like Firecracker is like this is like leagues beyond anything she's used to.
Oh yeah, and because that conversation
like,
starts with her being like, oh, obviously he says something about getting picked up for another season on VOT Plus, and she's like, oh, obviously you're doing well with all this, and he's like, oh no, you don't get this from entertainment money. Like he's so patronizing about it.
11 generations worth.
Yeah,
and you can see her.
This is real money. Like,
shrinking in on herself, and this whole party, Firecracker is realizing that she is way out of her league.
But makes an ultimate fucking power play at the end of the episode.
Oh God, does she? Not what I was expecting either. Also, like, can somebody just give Anthony Starr all the awards, please? Honestly.
Yeah, he's
especially
again another
for that,
so good.
That 10 seconds at the end when he gets hit in the face.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But yeah, Firecracker's finding out that she is well out of her depth. And I like the fact that she almost is like sticking to A-Train, even though she doesn't like him because she's racist as fuck as well.
I think
he's the one familiar thing to her, and he seems to be as out of place as she is.
Yeah, she knows he's also a fish out of water here.
Yeah. And her and Sage have already had a bit of
yeah, and Homelander's busy, so who else has she got to kind of pal around with? Because she does try palling around later and it doesn't exactly go her way.
No, she also tries some of the hors d'oeuvres and doesn't like them.
That's fucking hilarious. But before we get that, we get Hughie's costume moment.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, it's as good as it is in the comics. Yeah, like,
you guys are gonna laugh at me, right? With the added layer of the fact that it smells like butt sweat and desperation.
Ass sweat and broken dreams, I believe, is the line. Hughie's got some choice lines in this episode.
And the fact that it's commented on, the odor is commented on a few times. I can only imagine. Do you remember when in The Simpsons where Homer gets the fucking salamander suit?
Yeah.
And he keeps like being sick and stuff in it.
Yeah, no, that suit, I'd say probably
the layer of bleach.
Yeah, the smell is worse than any humiliation he's feeling.
But they're but then MM's like, actually, the smell will help because then Homelander or Tek Knight won't smell you, and
it'll mask your scent.
Tek Knight's got like all enhanced scents.
Yeah, because we're left to assume in Gen V that he had just like heightened senses or heightened like deduction skills or something, but no, we're explicitly told here, he's got heightened all of his senses. Sight, hearing, touch, smell, the whole shebang. He's Sherlock Holmes on meth?
Yeah.
Is what MM says. And Annie is immediately worried.
Yeah, she's like, oh good Jesus. But Annie's like, check in every 2 minutes, just say something, doesn't matter what you say, but just like constant, because they don't know who's in there. They know that this is going on, but they don't know exactly who's in attendance.
I mean, I'd say it would be safe to assume,
but they know that they have
that to get, Homelander's going to be in attendance, and because that was the first thing when Hughie actually goes in, I was like, Homelander's there and he's got X-ray vision.
Yeah.
Now I think he does have to activate it, as it were. He has to consciously choose to use it.
Focus in on it. Yeah. Otherwise, you wouldn't see anybody. You'd just like.
Yeah, it'd be like the argument of true X-ray vision would make you blind because you just see through everything.
Yeah.
No, first Andy's like, no, we can't send him in, and MM makes the case that look, it's too important. Not he just go in, get the bugs, and then we lure Tek Knight.
Get back out. You can
lure Tek Knight out.
Yeah, do a circuit, lure him out.
We know he wants you there, and when Hughie arrives, we see that yes, he is indeed expected.
Yeah, because that's Elijah where we first meet Elijah. Champagne.
And I like Hughie's bit of taking it and then realizing he can't actually drink it.
I don't know why the helmet of his suit cracks me up so much because it just looks so shitty with the two fangs.
Yeah.
It's such a shitty suit.
It's
like it looks intentionally shitty, but not like the way Starlight's first costume looked cheap.
No,
but that was because it was like cheap fabrics and it was obviously
that was
homemade.
made by Vought for him, but not put a lot. Don't put a lot of money into it because he's not that big of a hero.
And it's not even got
he shoots webs out his butt.
Like
back. We can't.
It's just got like the little cutout on the back. There's not even like anything fancy about it.
Yeah.
It just cracks me up just how obviously shit it looks.
But it tracks and it even informs you about his position in the soup world. Yeah. Because when you find out the reason Tek Knight wants him there
is to be a sidekick.
He says, I know it'll be a change. He doesn't say it'll be like a demotion, just a change. So yeah, he's obviously not that.
Sidekicks.
Huh?
I thought all the sidekicks were gone because you get the comment about there's a flashback in an earlier episode where Stan, I think, is talking
they talk
to
about
Soldier Boy or somebody, and
it's in reference to Ryan not being Homelander's sidekick because Vought decided that, or somebody says I thought Vought decided sidekicks
it cost them too much money.
Yeah.
After I think it was Blue Hawk's sidekick.
I think they call back to Soldier Boy and Gunpowder.
Oh, is it Gunpowder?
I think, after that they're like, maybe no more. But hey, Tek Knight's special, obviously. He makes them that much money.
Yeah, he can have a sidekick. Maybe
Several,
it's an unofficial sidekick.
After Hughie gets his wine or champagne and doesn't know what to do with it, he accidentally bumps into Vic first, isn't it?
Yeah. And he's like, oh shit, sorry. And we're like, oh no.
But yeah, she doesn't cop him again, probably because of the smell.
Yeah, she's like, oof, get away from me. And he's just kind of like standing there staring at her as well, being awkward. So.
Yeah, being incredibly awkward.
And she's already kind of feeling a bit awkward because she's like, I really don't want to be in this room.
Yeah, and when Tek Knight shows up, she's only too happy to literally run away.
Yeah.
That's when Tek Knight brings
up
the whole...
They're really big tumblers.
They are very big glasses.
Like, I don't know why. I was just like, that's a really big fucking glass. But, and it's not like a big heavy bottom one like you'd expect, like, you know, like Waterford Crystal and stuff like that. It's a big, like, you can brain a motherfucker with one.
I was paying more attention to Tek Knight's glass because when he's telling...
when he's seductively rubbing the top of it.
Yeah, when he's telling Red Weaver that he wants him to be the sidekick and he's, like, rubbing the glass and it's like, I immediately know.
We know what hole you want.
We know what you want.
Yeah. Ew. Somebody needs to hit that man with a rolled up newspaper.
No, I don't think anything will stop him.
Bad Tek Knight. No. Spray bottle.
Nah, none of it's going to be nothing.
Bad kitty.
He gets stabbed in the leg later on and the side and is just like, more please.
Yeah.
Yeah, after Vic runs away from the awkward smell, she runs into an awkward conversation with Homelander and Sage.
Yeah.
Where she's like, why do I have to be here?
And they're like, we need you. There's going to be a meeting later on.
Yeah, Homelander basically says he's going to kind of test the waters and fill them all in, and she's like, oh please God no, don't out me. And he's like, look, well, what is the line? Do you want to be El Jefe or not?
Yeah.
That conversation kind of ends and Homelander pulls her aside just before she leaves to say, hey, I heard about Stan getting broken out of prison. Yeah,
and now there's not a trace of him. Funny how that happened. And she's like, well, it was bound to happen sooner or later. It's Stan. Like, he has means. And like, in fairness, it looked like he was having a grand old time in prison. To be perfectly honest. Like,
well, he had a pottery class to attend and everything.
Yeah, he was on first name terms with the Screws. Like, you know, he was getting whatever the fuck he wanted in there. He was there because he wanted.
He was in a cushy prison. Absolutely. Yeah. I don't think Homelander believes her for a second. Well, she doesn't say she had anything to do with it or anything. She's just like, look, he can't hurt us. But I think he's just being like, yeah, look, I know.
Yeah.
And the tour continues of the house with Hughie and Tek Knight.
Yeah, and Hughie's like narrating the tour because he's like, oh look, orchids on the stairs, awesome. Oh look, a library with many books.
I mean, I can see what he's doing.
Yeah. And
he's not being super obvious about it.
No, and he's planting bugs like along the way.
Yeah, I particularly like Tek Knight's... Oh, we don't find out there, sorry. We just find out that Tek Knight has the book secret elevator thingy. We don't find out what the actual book is till later, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, he shows him.
Oh no, you do. As the book pops back, you get to see that it's 120 Days of Sodom by the Marquis de Sade.
Oh, I thought you don't see that until later on when they're looking for the entrance.
No, it's as it clips back into position.
Right,
and his hand moves and the elevator opens up and there's some very awkward standing in an elevator.
Well, it's just Hughie being like, oh my God, I can't believe I get to actually see the tech cave, just like in the movies.
Yeah, because he brings him into the library and he's like, hey, would you like... He's like, I think that's when he's talking to him about being the sidekick, and then is like, hey, would you like to see the tech cave?
Yeah, I don't show this to everybody.
And I was like, oh, is Hughie going to take a shit in the tech cave?
I thought we were going to get that,
But I kind of wish we'd gotten that instead, and it would have been like the Tek Cave as it, because in the comic it is like
it's
a
Batman. Batcave thing.
It's a Batcave. It's got all this like fancy stuff in it, and there's a secret tunnel and everything.
No, I kind of like the idea that I'm sure on screen in Tek Knight's movies it's portrayed as such, but in reality,
he does say that he's like, oh yeah, it's just like it's a secret hidden elevator, just like in my films.
Yeah. But what's actually down the elevator, I'd imagine, is not like what's in his films.
No, it was so funny because you went, 50 Shades of Grey.
Basically, yeah, because I won't say forced to watch that.
It's kind of like that mixed with the bathroom from Saw, from the very first Saw, especially that urinal, that dirty, dirty urinal.
Jigsaw's horrible bathroom and Christian Grey's sex dungeon smushed together.
Yeah, it basically is.
Well, yeah, because in fairness, Tek Knight's not happy with the cleaning standards anyway.
No, well, in fairness, they're still hosing down the floor.
Yeah, no, that was, I mean, it tracks. Like when we saw what it was, I was like, oh yeah, that absolutely makes sense. Tek Knight has a sex dungeon.
Yeah.
Not surprised in the least.
Oh god, yeah. They're also not surprising is he's a big fan of David Carradine. Because you were like, of course you are.
Well, I think that comes later on. I think we just get the reveal of the dungeon and we see Elijah down there cleaning up and we get the line about the Santorum not being cleaned off. And I thought it was just supposed to be a reference to the
Rick Santorum?
Yeah, but
no. It's a
you told me what it was and
fluid.
Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah. Yeah, I just really didn't want to, you wouldn't want to touch anything in there.
No. Tek Knight gets his first kind of hint that maybe something is amiss when he sees that
he's like his heart's beating really fast.
Yeah.
And you also get to see Lado.
Oh, Ladio is over in the corner. Yes, his old sidekick.
Yeah.
Who was a liar because trust is important in the Tek Cave.
Yeah, you can't have anybody lying down there. Poor Ladio.
But yeah, he sees that Hughie's heart is beating quite fast, but he like brushes it off as agitation because he thinks that everything we were seeing is a bit vanilla
for you. But we're hoping to take things up to your level.
Up to your limits. I think we're going to push it to your limits, God. I think is what he says.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just fucking hilarious.
I just feel really bad for Hughie because there was some sort of in-depth conversation prior to this that would have been really important for Hughie to know.
Oh, that actual web weaver
had
oh yes, absolutely. Well, I mean that becomes clear later on with the whole safe word issue.
Oh yeah.
Before we get to that, we get something that I never thought we'd actually see in the show: Black Noir with his mask off, but more importantly, actual Nathan Mitchell's face being on screen.
And we also learned something very important about Black Noir.
He can fly.
He can fly. And he wants to go and be in
Cirque du Vent.
And he's like drinking and he's like, I don't even like sake. What's with black ninjas? And it was like, dude, there was a black samurai.
Yes, but not a black ninja. Black samurai, yes.
And he's like, I don't even like sake. And he's like, all he had in his apartment was 17 file boxes of Buster Beaver.
He didn't have any clothes. He just had 7 file boxes of Buster Beaver drawings.
I was like, oh no. Oh, poor sweet Irving.
I love how we're still getting original Noir jokes even though he's gone.
Yeah.
Like through this new Black Noir, who just the fact that he's so confused by OG Noir is just classic. It's so funny.
Yeah, he's like, he doesn't even know karate.
Yeah, but yeah, well, he's there saying all this to Deep. And he wants to leave. I'm going to leave
tomorrow. I've been offered a position. And he's like, you can't do that. Like, because he's sitting in Homelander's chair as well. And he's got his mask off. And Deep is like, you can't do that. Like, you can't be in a chair. You can't have your helmet off. Like, you just can't do that.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck this shit, I'm leaving. And the Deep is like, oh, no.
No, he's like, why didn't you come and talk to me? Me and Nora used to be bros.
Like, real bros. And give me that. And takes like the bottle of whatever he's drinking off
It's sake, yeah.
Is it sake?
Pours himself a drink and tells him a story about Nora taking out a whole village full of people so that Vought Fresh Farms could have their palm oil plantation.
Wiped out an entire Indonesian village. And he was like, oh, and they were bitching because they needed the river for like, to survival or whatever. Shit.
Yeah.
And talking about Noir coming back and having like a major chubby for it.
Yeah, I just had a hard on for like a week.
Turned him on.
Yeah.
And I was just like, of course, Vought wiped out an entire village for fucking palm oil. Fuck off.
I love this show for all that stuff. It's just, I mean, like, that's not the point of the conversation at all, but I'm still like, Vought Fresh Farms. Because obviously the point of the conversation is the fact that the Deep is somewhat actually becoming a villain because he's kind of like, hey, I realize that I'm a little bit like Nora and I'm starting to enjoy the violence because the violence is power. Because believe it or not, people used to laugh at me.
Oh, the way he says that. But no, do you get that one hint of old Deep when he's talking about the box full of Buster Beaver drawings? And Deep is like, why did he have that?
Yeah.
And you see that moment of concern and like, that's weird. Which is swiftly followed by, shut up, who gives a fuck?
Well, that's new Nora saying, I don't know, I don't give a fuck. But yeah, he tells him, people used to laugh at me, but I realise when I'm smashing somebody's skull in, or
when I'm smashing somebody's nose through their skull, or beating somebody until they can't walk.
Yeah, they don't laugh at me then, they fear me, and violence is power, and it's like, Deep. I preferred you when you were just the punching bag.
Yeah, I liked him as the kind of himbo-y character.
Yeah, it was just...
I liked it when there was no real malice in him.
Yeah, I mean, he was still an asshole.
He was a dick, and he did really stupid, dicky things.
But then I suppose if...
Like, he was a shithead, like, he was not a good person, but he wasn't this.
No, but I suppose if A-Train's going more in the hero direction, you gotta balance it out with him becoming that more villainous, maybe.
Yeah, well, considering, like, he was in a cult for a while.
He's back to drinking the Kool-Aid again anyway, just drinking a different type.
He's such a conformist.
Well, yeah, that's ultimately what it is.
Yeah, and he is basically, he's going along with the cool kids.
And yeah, justifying his actions by being like, no, at least people aren't laughing at me anymore.
Yeah, well, he really took Homelander's whole "we are gods."
Yeah, I think he certainly likes
gods.
when
we are gods.
Absolutely fantastic Enter Shikari song, yes.
Like he's really taking that to heart, and his
I'd say he likes it when Homelander is saying things like that, and Sage is telling him he's a superior genetic being, and things like that.
Banging the fucking brains out of him as well.
Yes.
So he's like, it's benefiting him because he's getting like Flavor Town.
Well, actually, it's probably good for Homelander that
like everything at the minute is coming up the Deep. Like he knows Sage isn't going to get rid of him because he's given her that good.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah. So
he's following Homelander's orders. So yeah, for the minute, his position is fairly safe. I suppose that generally seems to be when he acts like a dickhead, because we saw it last season.
Yeah,
as well.
Anytime he feels secure, all the dickishness comes out. But this is a new level of it. He's really, really taken to heart what is going on.
Yeah.
And starting to see, and like them being given free reign to act on it.
But apart from that conversation and one very other important bit of the terror at the end of the episode, everything else kind of is back in Tek Knight's mansion.
Yeah.
Because Annie is upset that they can't hear Hughie anymore, because when they go into the elevator,
they hear him going into the elevator, and obviously they've gone underground. So
Annie's making the case that they should go in because there's so many dangerous people in there, and MM's like, well, he could be fine. We could be rushing in there to blow his cover, and Annie's like, don't care, going in anyway. Kimiko, you coming with? She's like, yeah, I'm coming with. So MM's like, fine, let's go, but here's a whole bunch of halotane to bring with us.
Yeah, was it because he's been listening to this like meditation app throughout this, and you can see his trigger, he's clenching his fist an awful lot the whole way through it, trying to regulate. He uses some quote from the mindfulness
something about
moving forward
with mindfulness and intent and a gangload of halotane.
And it was like, good man. Because it's MM. He's like, okay, we're going to go and do it, but we're going to be smart about it.
He's got a backup plan.
Yeah.
He's got a backup plan, of course.
Because they do, like Annie has made the point earlier in the day when they were talking about it, about maybe needing Butcher, and they're like, we don't fucking know, he's been MIA.
That's a good point. Yeah, I forgot that. Kimiko breaks in and gets the other two in.
I like Kimiko's break-in. Parkour.
Yes, but drops her phone along the way.
Yeah, and I have a feeling that phone is going to come back to bite her in the ass.
When I first saw it drop before the scenes come later on, when she needs the phone to communicate and doesn't have it, my first thought was, shit, Frenchie's in a facility owned by Tek Knight.
Yeah.
Because at this point we found out Tek Knight family still owns a bunch of private prisons. And I was like, oh, that's probably not a coincidence. So yeah, that phone might come back.
The idea just of privately owned prisons really freaks me out.
It's kind of abhorrent. It kind of is. Not as abhorrent as what that dickhead says in the next scene, though. About,
just
I don't even want to fucking, because that's a direct quote from some dickhead politician.
Oh God, he's dead now.
Yeah, and I don't even want to read out the quote because it is so.
He said that also.
Disgusting.
He said that in 2012.
Oh yeah, that wasn't like that quote wasn't
thing.
From like the 70s. That was a quote from 2012 from just a horrible cunt who is now dead. So good.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
disgusting.
Sure
it's terrifying.
Like last week with that bullshit doctor saying that you can feel pain at the point of conception. I'm sure there are some people who believe what this dickhead says to Vic that makes her want to explode her own head. And I don't blame her.
No, that whole bit, you know that bit in fucking the Dairy Girls? Am I dead? Is this my wake?
Yeah, am I in hell? It's, yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, yeah, you would just, because she can't pop his head, she can just pop her own, get out of there.
Well, I think, popping her own head solves all those problems. Pops his head, there's a whole other host of problems.
Yeah, and she hates herself, which she doesn't want to do.
Yeah, but she kill herself and it's fine.
Yeah, and don't have to fucking listen to you and then have to tell you how fucking wrong you are.
But it was...
And then she makes a comment as well about him not wanting to be in a room alone with anybody other than his wife, which I believe was Mike Pence.
That was Mike Pence, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was like, what?
No, just the head pop thing was, they're so good in this show. Like when Homelander lasers the crowd.
Yeah. And
just for that first split second when it happens, you're like, oh shit. Oh no, it's just a daydream.
Yeah.
But they get you for that first second.
I was like, what?
Oh no, never mind.
But oh yeah, fuck me. Just horrible bastards. And using direct quotes from these sort of people just hammers home.
Yeah, like it's
how horrible and
this is not subtle satire.
No.
Like, but we've had two big obvious direct quotes in this episode between the Jewish space lasers and that dickhead and what he...
Legitimate rape is the quote.
Yeah.
It's so wrong.
Yeah, no,
so
I'm glad he's dead.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. The world is a better place without him. But moving on from him, which Vic very swiftly does as well.
Like, she literally she doesn't even, like, excuse herself.
Yeah,
she just
smiles,
away.
nods, and walks away and has a very, very interesting conversation with Sage.
Yeah, because she walks up to Sage and is like, I just had abortion mansplained to me.
And
she gets told the story. Sage tells the story then about her grandmother and her grandmother dying of leukemia.
How she had a cure.
Yeah, but they weren't interested in saving an ex-Black Panther.
Well, yeah, they weren't interested, so they didn't really look at it, and that was what made her go and find the cure. And then when she presented them with the cure, they basically like patronized her and laughed her back out of it.
Yeah, because there's no money in curing people.
Well, now that's a very, very close line to their cure for cancer exists, and that's why Big Pharma won't give it out, because there's no money in curing people. There absolutely is money in curing people.
No, but the way she said it was like, it was a...
For her, it's not about the money.
Yeah.
It's what she says she's like, I could cure cancer, I could reverse global warming.
But it won't make a difference.
Yeah, but like, humans aren't worth saving to her. That's the point. The lines are too long of Votland already. Why the fuck would I save them? I don't want more people around. I want less people around, because they're also fucking stupid and below me. For her, it's an intelligence thing rather than like a superior being thing, you know what I mean?
She's like, these people don't know what's best. All her life, nobody's listened to her, nobody's paid attention to her.
And yeah, when Vic asks why Sage said that to her, she's like, because you've been there. The only way for us to really, really get power is to have one hand in their pocket and the other hand slitting their throat. And I very much think she's also talking about Homelander.
I think she's gearing up for some sort of feminist revolution.
She's going along with Homelander, but Homelander's not the one that she wants in charge.
She's going along with Homelander for as long as it serves her purposes.
Yeah.
And the second they diverge, she is going to break off.
Yeah, the second she can get rid of him. I would imagine her plan is let Homelander take over the world and then get rid of Homelander, and then she controls the world.
Yeah.
That's my guess. I'd say also she's probably thinking that Vic might be able to be the one who could get rid of Homelander for her.
Yeah.
But I very much think that's what Sage is up to there is, look, Vic, I'm not Homelander's puppet.
This is my plan.
Yeah, me and you can probably do some stuff together.
You want to be like, we can maneuver you into this position and I can help you do the things you actually want to do and not listen to this whingy little white boy who's...
And I think that is very much why Vic steps up later when things are going wrong for Homelander. Yeah. But I think they go to maybe have a conversation about that. Well, I think because when Sage says, like, are you in?
Yeah.
It's about tonight as well. So they go off to Homelander and they're having a chat. We don't see about what, but Firecracker sees them chatting.
Well, there's that comment about the 1% of the 1%.
I think that comes earlier.
That's at the start when they're like, when she walks in, she's like, why am I here?
Why am I here? Yeah. But yeah, at that point in the conversation, she's just been told why she's there. She hasn't come on board. Then she has this conversation, this, heavily laden with meaning conversation with Sage. and does come on board, and they're the next we see of them, they're having that chat, the three of them together, and Firecracker sees them and goes over after deciding she doesn't like the
hors d'oeuvres.
The hors d'oeuvres, goes over to try and talk to them and is very quickly shut down and told to go and drink some Sunny D and Everclear, isn't it?
Yeah, I had to look up Everclear. It's a grain liquor. It's basically poaching.
I just assumed from it was Sunny D, and what I assumed was alcohol. That's a joke about her being a redneck again, I'm guessing. And yeah, it was a joke about her being a redneck. Sometimes they can figure it out from context.
Everclear sounds fun, like, because it comes in like up to 95% proof, and yay, blindness.
Sounds like it'll be fine.
To be honest, I saw that, I was looking it up, and I was like, I could actually smell it through the picture. I was like, I know exactly what that smells like, and it's fucking paint thinner.
Yeah. But yeah, she's not having...
No, she's going to go and have a cry in the bathroom.
Yeah, she's not fitting in. She gets told to bugger
really
off by
isn't.
Sage, and off she buggers, and we go back down to the dungeon.
And she's having, like, because she's the new lead anchor for VNN. Like, why aren't people treating her like she feels she deserves?
Yeah, because the line from your one later on about we're not the idiots watching VNN. Like, they see her as the one who's feeding the lies to the idiots as equally an idiot. Like, nobody there has any time for her. But I love the transition from that scene into the next one, because it's Elijah coming and taking the cake off the table and bringing it directly down to the dungeon for Hughie to sit on, as Tek Knight gets himself strapped in with the chain around the neck.
His chain, and then he kind of goes into that weird squat position where he's just kind of hanging there.
Oh, I was like, of course he's into autoerotic asphyxiation as well.
It's an embarrassing death.
Because why wouldn't he be?
I get him to sit on the cake, and I know that is a legitimate fetish.
I don't doubt it.
Cake sitting, yeah.
I mean, Rule 34. If it exists, there's porn of it.
And now fart. It's like, oh no, oh, why are you, no.
Oh,
Brazilian fart porn?
Did you see the spooky ghost? But everything that happens in that dungeon is just so fucking funny, because he farts on the cake. Well, he protests a little bit and then realizes that maybe he should just do what he's told, kind of. Farts on the cake, and then Ashley arrives, and you pointed out the pose she's got in the elevator.
The door opens is brilliant.
And then realizes that the festivities have started without her.
And he's very quick to be like, no, and I left you a present in the dressing room. It's not scat this time, I promise. And she's like, oh no. And I was like, oh no.
I think Ashley's just into everything.
Yeah. But it gives you good blackmail over everybody else.
Very true. But yeah, Ashley goes off to get changed. And comes back, and we get the whole tickling thing, don't we?
Poor Hughie. Well, oh no, he's told to clean the cake off.
Oh, that's right, yeah, with sandpaper. every progression just got a laugh out of me. Yeah, and it's just brilliant. Like.
And then he's on the spanking bench.
Some
chained down.
Yeah.
And they're talking about the safe word, and you're like, oh fuck, Hughie doesn't know the safe word.
Yeah, well, that's when she starts tickling him, and
he says spiderweb or something.
He says stop. He says uncle.
Yeah,
and Ashley
she stops and is like, oh.
And I think that's Tek Knight's second clue, as it were, because he's like, no, he knows the safe word. He'll use it if he wants you to stop. Keep going, Ashley. And then the first thing he screams out is it tarantula, or is it the second? Spiderweb.
I think it's the second one. He says spiderweb or something like that.
And he's like, I just like shouting out shit when I'm really turned on. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna scream random words until I hope I get the actual safe word.
But the dialogue, the things Ashley is saying is ridiculous.
Oh, Ashley's lines about being a cannibal
in that whole bit are just so funny.
Peeing on his face, having eaten asparagus. It's
you manky bitch. How she delivered any of them with a straight face is beyond me, because they are so ridiculous.
I'd say funnier than that was probably the writer's room when they were trying to come up with it all. Like that.
No, at the end when she smears his face and he just goes, "Thank you, ma'am." Died laughing.
Hughie's got some great lines as well in response to some of the shit that's said to him.
But just how they got through the actual filming of that is beyond me, because I would have just been on the floor.
When the season is over, I cannot wait to see the bloopers and behind the scenes from that, because that will surely be really equally hilarious.
And I'd like to see what didn't make the cut. Because I'm sure there are some in there.
There's probably got to be something they're like, no, we can't put that on TV. We put a lot of shit on TV, but we can't put that on TV.
Because there's just something so ridiculous about that whole scene. And like, there's some people who've been saying this is what Herogasm should have been like. No, Herogasm is fantastic because it was so sad and desperate.
I think,
and it was this echo of this 70s debauchery, and these people still like trying for one night.
I
in their
think they
sad,
just meant
that
Herogasm wasn't as shocking as we would have expected from the show, whereas this episode was shocking in lots of different hilarious ways.
Yeah.
I think that was more the point.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Herogasm as a sad, aging, hippie porn star or like soup orgy thing is just, it's hilarious. But back with Firecracker, she's having a little cry in the bathroom.
Yeah, she's having a man up moment. And then she runs into, because the guys have gone in, so they've split up in the house and they're searching. So, and they're like, don't run into anybody, obviously. Firecracker comes out of the bathroom, runs right into Annie.
Yeah.
And is like, why are you here?
Annie tries to like power up, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, Annie's head still having a womp womp with the owl powers.
Firecracker does power up, but it looks about as threatening as Annie did.
Once again, she is shitter than Jubilee.
Yeah, Annie actually like full on apologizes to her and just has a bit of a like honesty moment with herself. Yeah. Where she's like, no, I've been trying to run from Starlight as if she was a different person, but it's me and I have to own that shit. I said all that horrible shit to you and a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
And I've done some other shit.
And that as well is like, it wasn't just you.
Yeah.
You have personal beef with me, but I was like this to fucking everybody. So it's also justifying the way Firecracker feels about her. And being like, you were right to not like me. Because it wasn't like I just picked on you. I was like this to fucking everybody. I was horrible. And
the point of the apology, like she even says it in there of, this isn't about forgiving you for what you did to me.
Yeah.
This is like, I need to apologize to you for what I did to you because of what I did to you.
Yeah.
Not because you've done this horrible thing to me and I want you to stop.
I owe you an apology, and I should have given it's an apology that probably should have come a lot sooner if... Because she'd been dancing around the whole she doesn't know, but as soon as she found out that she used to go by that other name.
Yeah. But when Firecracker tells her in whatever it was, episode 2 or 3, why she has the problem with her, Annie does apologize then, but it's not the like full apology that she gives her here, the full acknowledgement.
It's the desperation in the moment and the shock and being, but without actually having reflected on it.
Yeah, I'm sorry I did this because it came back to bite me in the ass.
No, this apology isn't a genuine, I am really sorry.
Yeah.
You didn't deserve that. I was the person that was horrible and that's all on me. And I'm sorry that I did that to you.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't your fault and you had nothing to do with it. I just,
Now get out of my way as I stab you with this halidane.
Yeah. And she's like, you bitch!
Yeah, drops her.
Drags her off.
Yeah, drags her away. We have a very short scene, basically, of Hughie getting exposed because Ashley leaves. He's like, go upstairs and like mingle at the party. Tek Knight tells her to go.
Replenish your fluids.
Yeah, I wasn't going to actually directly quote him there, but...
Yeah. The precious fluids.
Yeah, not before she rubs it literally in Hughie's face.
I just love the way he goes, oh, thank you, ma'am.
And Tek Knight's like, let's have a little chat about the safe word.
What is your safe word?
What is your safe word? Hughie tries to fob it off and being like, no,
well, no, like, because he's like, I'll save it for a time when I really need it. And he's like, so did I get the gig? Yeah. And he just kind of places a hand suggestively
around where the web hole would be if it was actually Webweaver.
Yeah, and oh no,
when he can't guess
actually give the safe word. He's like, it's your favorite thing, and he's like, lube. And I guarantee you, who was it? Fucking Astroglide.
Oh, Astroglide probably love this episode.
Yeah, they're gonna have a field day with this. Whoever's if you don't follow them on Twitter, follow them. They're hilarious.
But more importantly, it was a good guess from Hughie because he does actually like lube. He had at least 2 types there in his apartment.
Yeah, no, but what it actually is hilarious. And thank you, Elijah, for answering the question.
That's why I said he was the real hero. It's not because he kills Tek Knight. It's because he tells us all as the audience what the safe word actually was.
And it's funnier than Frenchie's.
Oh, Vincent Cassel, wasn't that it? No, I think a Spider-Man knockoff having Zendaya as their safe word is less funny than Frenchie having Vincent Cassel. Still fucking hilarious. But yeah, no, there's just that short scene of he realizes he takes the mask off and is like, I know you, you're Hugh Campbell. And this is good for me because I'm going to win some points with Homelander. But first, let's put a couple of fuckholes in you, basically.
Yeah, he goes off to his little fucking cabinet of nightmares and comes back with a tray and you're like, oh no.
That was when
Trays
you said...
of things are never good.
That was when you said he should hook up with Siren Girl from Gen V.
Yeah, because he's talking about how everybody's got the same holes and they're all the same, so why don't we just make new ones? And I was like, yeah, but see Siren Girl, or the Deep, he's got gills.
Well, again, he's also into
all sorts of
other stuff as well, and he likes inflicting pain and having pain inflicted on him, and he's a superhero, so he's going to take that to an extreme, so why not mix his two things of fucking random holes and being violent?
Yeah.
So that's his plan.
What's interesting is Ladio is like having a proper like freak out in the corner.
Yeah,
as well.
like he's
you can
kind
see
of
him pulling on the chain.
One of the bolts comes out of the wall.
Yeah, like he's in the corner. So I just wanted to see who Ladio was. You don't get to see who it is. It's really sad.
It's Ladio.
I know.
So I don't know, but I don't think it was supposed to be anybody else other than Tek Knight's old sidekick.
He's really not happy with what's going on. He's like actively fighting it as much as he can.
Yeah, but before Hughie gets freed, the guys have to find him, and MM and Kimiko kind of meet back up and go into they see the orchids, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's up a staircase.
Yeah, they see the orchids and they're like, yeah, Hughie said orchids. They go up, they go into the library and find Sage there.
Writing in her little journal.
Yes, MM's quick to pull the gun out and tell her not to move because
she's eyeing up an alarm panel.
Yeah. What does he say to her? Her brain is super, but she ain't, or something to the effect of, I can kill you.
You're not bulletproof.
Yeah.
He goes, you may be smart, but you're not bulletproof.
Yeah. And she starts dropping
straight away, he's like, Kimiko, find that book. Because they know that it was like...
Hughie, they'd heard Hughie say
she's just pulling books down, so you're getting this thudding of the books and then this very rapid fire dialogue.
Yeah, where Sage
is trying to distract him and agitate
starts talking about Janine and everything that's going on with Janine, and MM is freaking out because his family is being watched.
Yeah, and the beats, and it's intensifying, and he's clenching his
fist again, yeah.
And she makes a run for it, and he shoots her in the fucking head!
Yep.
Down she goes.
Yeah, now we know she's not dead because her brain regenerates.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, you still deserve that though.
Yeah, you did.
But the moment isn't over for MM because he has, he
collapses.
Yeah.
He collapses and Kimiko is having an absolute freak out. They can't find Starlight. She's got to go and try to find help. She knows
she's found the book, I think, hasn't she?
She found the book.
While that's going on, she finds the book.
She actually did find it and I think it opens as thing he's going for the...
that's what kind of spurs her to jump.
For it. So she knows A-Train's around somewhere. So she heads off. Kimiko heads off to try and find A-Train. And I loved how she gets a hold of him by dropping whatever it was into his glass from up above.
Yeah,
so he looks up and she's like, get up here. And brings him in, and MM's just on the floor, and Sage is gone. Yeah. There's just a blood spatter on that antique rug.
Kimiko notices, but is like, nah, whatever, more important shit.
I love A-Train. He's like, what the fuck? You guys are supposed to be undercover. It's like, what the fuck is this? And she's having the argument with him then through the books.
Through the books, the whole thing, that's great. Was it hospital? And hospital, then easy to kill. As in, do it, bring him to the hospital. No. Do it or I'll hurt you. Try it. And then...
for the sake of his daughter.
For the sake of his daughter.
And he's like, oh, fine.
Yeah, very convenient.
Open the door, and Annie happens to be coming in as he's lifting him up, and she's like, what the shit? And he leaves.
Yeah, takes MM to a hospital, and has what is probably his first ever real... Genuine, like, hero moment.
Yeah.
As he puts MM down on the gurney, and this little kid sees him and is kind of amazed, but the amazement turns into this big...
grin.
This big smile, and...
it's very, very sweet.
It is, yeah, and I think also very important
this is what's important, is doing things like this. And
I think for A-Train, very important that it's a black kid who sees him as well. Like, you know what I mean? It's another person of colour smiling at him and looking up to him for doing something actually good. Yeah. And again, at great personal risk to himself. Yeah. So yeah, Deep may be becoming a villain, but
because that's a big part of how MM calmed him down when he was in Toronto. He was like, think about your brother and your nephews. Yeah. And he's like, well, that won't matter shit if I'm dead. So, like, he knows MM has a daughter. So what MM said to, he's like, you know, you gotta do things for the people that you love.
Yeah, and I think as well, like, I might be reading too much into it, but A-Train might even be thinking, well, what if Reggie had died?
Yeah.
Then my nephews would have no dad.
Yeah.
If he had died because of Blue Hawk as opposed to gotten paralyzed, if it had been even worse. Nah, I can't do that to another black family.
Do the right thing.
Actually does the right thing, actually has a little bit of an earned hero moment and then runs off.
Well, he comes back because he's supposed to.
Well, it comes back to the party. No, runs away from the hospital. I mean,
yeah.
Annie and Kimiko head down in the elevator and rescue Hughie in just the nick of time.
Yeah, because he's about to get his belly sliced open, and there's another they've prepped another spot on his side.
Yeah, there's one on the on his side and one right on his stomach. And just no. I'm glad it doesn't go any further because it doesn't really bear thinking about, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Especially when he's like, I want you to struggle the whole time. Fucking hell, Tek Knight.
No, Kimiko gets him good with that flying 2-foot kick.
Yeah. He slides across the floor. It's fucking great.
And they get him down and they tie him up.
Yeah, they tie him up.
And he says it to Starlight, he's like, oh, I've been waiting to get you down here to humiliate you.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you nasty. I think, is that where he takes people? You know, the way, like in Gen V when they were talking
They mentioned Ironclad, or was it Ironcast, whatever that guy was called?
Is that where they take him down? Like they go to the tech cave?
I mean, he was a shitty and dark enough character as it is, but it just got levels worse. Well, I mean, he's got a captive down there.
Yeah.
He's got Ladio down there against his will. But yeah, they get him tied up and try to torture the information out of him as to why.
By stabbing him, which he likes it. He's like,
but
again.
they want to know why he's involved at all in their plans. In Homelander and Sage's plans, and he won't give it up, and that's Ladio breaks free then, and
because originally they're like, how do you torture a masochist? And that's when Ladio breaks free and they're like, he's like, go Ladio, get help, boy.
Go get help, boy.
He's a fucking dog.
I know.
And no, he goes to the laptop and logs into some stuff because he's like, no, wait, and logs in and shows them this, and he's like, oh, it's all his bank accounts and it just needs a retinal scan, and you can see Annie's eyes light up and they run around, they grab his head and force his eyelids open. Yeah,
Hughie's first thing is, let's donate 40 million to Elizabeth Warren's super PAC.
But that's it. It's like, how do you hurt a billionaire?
Yeah, give his money away to causes he doesn't like. And it's, as I said earlier, it's the Black Lives Matter.
It's very much Charlie in Supernatural, the way she was skimming funds to go to different charities.
Oh yeah.
And that really gets him going. He's like, fuck you, I will kill you. I will kill you. Like, not I'm going to play with you. It's like, I will straight up just fucking kill you if you take
Starlight, it's real vehement. The way he delivers the line to Hughie is just fucking hilarious.
Yeah. But when she tells him to give money to the Innocence Project, he doesn't like that at all.
That's even worse. And
then the
Black Lives
100 million to BLM.
Absolute worst thing he can imagine. He's not those people. He can barely even get the words out, and then cracks and is like, yeah, look, okay.
Like, he's gonna murder me, but
the reason they want me involved is because prisons. I have all these prisons. And they want to put their dissidents or whatever in my prisons. And I said, that's fine, that's all I know. And Elijah's the hero.
Yeah, Elijah's like there with the garrote.
Brilliant, because he just straight in and is like, no, stay back. And they do. And he's like, I have had to raise this little shit.
Is this entitled piece of shit? Listen to him
moan about his career. I cleaned crumb out of every hole imaginable, but this. No.
Camps? Internment camps?
I have to kill this little shit.
Yeah. We'll make it look like an accident. He always was a fan of David Carradine. And then when they're leaving and Ladio's just waving at them.
He tells him, Zendaya was the safe word.
Yeah, just as the elevator's starting to close.
And Ladio waving goodbye. It's fucking brilliant. I think we skipped over there Homelander finding out what has happened to Sage.
No, but everything that happens in that room from Homelander finding out about Sage and their subsequent events are it's funny, but then it's like, oh no.
Yeah, it's funny and terrifying because it's like, Sage is stupid now. That's hilarious.
What's wrong with you? Brain damage.
Yeah, brain damage.
Because that was it. The second she's like, I ate a whole load of candy corn, I was like, she's stupid.
Yeah, she's not fully healed yet.
Oh no.
Or is this permanent?
No.
Like,
I assume it would heal up. It just takes a while because, like, we've seen her.
Will they need to get the bullet out? If the bullet stays in, will she stay stupid?
I don't.
Will it heal around the bullet, or am I thinking too much into it? Is she just going to heal and be fine by the next episode?
No idea. But she's hilarious in this one.
Oh yeah, it's so funny. And Homelander's like, oh dear, well, you're out of action. I can't use you because whatever the fuck is wrong with you.
Yeah. And she's got a big fucking bullet hole as well. She's just sitting there with this.
Oh, he knows something's wrong, but I don't think he knows what has happened. And
but he can see it. He's like, you got shot in the head.
Yeah. Well, fuck it, I'll do it myself, is Homelander's response.
Fuck it, I'll do it live.
Yeah, attempts to launch into a little thing about how dangerous Bob Singer is and talks about how we won't let that happen and woke mobs, and that's when your one kind of chimes in and is like, look, cut the bogeyman shit save it for your idiots at VNN, tell us what you're actually talking about. And he says, okay, well, look, we need to invoke the 25th. They're like, that's a coup. And he's like, no, it's saving the country. Or maybe that comes first. But when your one drops it, the question, they all start asking questions then. They're like, what about the Justice Department? What about the army? What about, like,
our stocks?
Yeah, the oil
what
industry,
about our money?
OPEC? Like, what if everybody resigns? And it's like the boardroom meeting.
Yeah, where it's all going wrong.
All going wrong, except this time he knows he can't just embarrass the fuck out of one of them and threaten them the way he normally would. He realizes, no, these are the people who are they're relevant concerns that I don't have the answers for, and I can't just get angry and make them shut up.
Yeah.
And tries to turn to Sage and is like, well, Sage is the one who... And it's like, oh, shit.
She's eating cake.
Yeah.
Oh boy, is she eating that cake.
And that's when Vic stands up. And is like, actually, I'm the one who's going to be handling it all. And gives a little speech about how democracy is fake and people are stupid and the real superpowers are giant companies and they should be the ones to make all the rules and be allowed to do whatever the fuck they want, and she'll give them that. So who's in? And they all are.
Like, here.
They're all in. Homelander's not happy, but he's happy.
Yeah, well, he wants it all to be like my glorious plan, and Vic's kind of taking some of
that's it. I think he's a little bit worried. He's happy it didn't go completely to shit, but he's a little bit worried that maybe Vic has hijacked it from him now.
Yeah, he still wants all the praise and all the glory.
But the looks when Vic turns around to like nod at Sage and Sage just nods back. I just love
the way she's got 2 handfuls of cake. It's on her face. But because when Homelander tells her to sit down and sort her shit out, she just gives this really funny little side eye to the room.
Yeah.
Like, and it's really that bold kid got caught doing something, but you can't be made a show of because you're in public.
Yeah.
And you just know when you're going to get home, your mother's going to beat the absolute living daylights out.
But like, with the night somewhat saved by Vic and the boys having escaped, that's kind of everything from the party. We see MM in hospital.
Yeah, being like, how bad was it?
How bad was the heart attack?
Or a heart attack. It turns out it's a panic attack.
Yeah, but if he doesn't want it to be a heart attack, he needs to stop doing whatever he's doing and take some downtime, he's told. We see Kimiko at the prison.
And the prison guard is very nice to her.
I don't know if she's very nice, but she is like, she like get the message kind of.
Yeah, she's like, I don't think they want to see anyone's like, well, I've nowhere else to go. It's like, well, what can you do? Just show up every day. And I'm sure there are people who just show up every day and wait.
Well, yeah, when Kimiko writes down, I have nowhere else to go, and shows it to her, she just leaves her be and is like, okay, fair enough.
Like, she's not causing any hassle, so
it's just so fucking sad. And only made sadder by the fact that we don't see anything of Frenchie in this episode at all.
You don't even see it. Yeah, you don't see him in prison.
Yeah, you don't see it so much as see him in a cell looking sad. It's just poor Kimiko being alone, and it's so fucking sad. I'm guessing we'll get a little bit more next episode.
I'm hoping so. I just figure that the Russian mob is going to find out Frenchie's in prison.
I think he'll probably come back into it because he's in a Vernon prison.
Yeah.
They'll find out and he'll get
I reckon Kimiko's phone.
Yeah, and he'll get taken by the Seven as a bartering chip against the boys, or to bring them in for an ambush or trap or something like that.
Because the way that they left it, the boys left it, with Elijah saying, don't worry, we'll make it look like an accident. So unless she picked her phone up on the way back out, but you don't really see that because she writes it down.
Yeah, we don't see her. Yeah, exactly. After they've left, we see her write something else down. We don't see her take the phone out. So, yeah, are we to assume the phone is still there? Like, her phone's
smashed, but, like, you can still recover data off it.
But, yeah, like, you're right. They think that they've gotten away, not scot-free. Well, no, Annie knows that Firecracker saw her. as well. But yeah, because the first thing Firecracker does when the next day is go and tell Homelander.
Yeah.
And tries to use it against Sage straight away and is like, look, if those guys were there,
then Cameron Coleman wasn't the leak.
Yeah, and Sage isn't as good as you think she is, but all Homelander can hear is, Starlight was there and you let her get away?
Maybe you're
the leak.
And then she's like, oh, and Tek Knight's dead.
Oh, well, she says that. She's like, Tek Knight's dead. It was probably them.
Yeah.
And I wasn't able to catch Starlight.
Yeah, I chased her out of the house. No, you didn't.
Well, she's not going to admit to what actually happened.
Yeah. But she got away.
But yeah, she got away. Homelander's like, well, then maybe you're the leak if you let her get away. And she launches into a speech about how Homelander gave her everything. Her
and podcast. She'll do anything for him.
Yeah, her podcast had bugger all listeners. Now she's got millions of followers and is the head anchor. And she starts to strip off. And Homelander's like, no, I'm not sexually attracted to you. That won't save you.
Yeah.
And she says, no, this isn't about that. This is about loyalty. And it's like, where is she going?
What have you done?
Like,
what are you going to show me? Like, well,
yeah.
Is this an unfortunate tattoo?
I don't think any of us were expecting what happened.
No. I don't think Anthony Starr was expecting what happened. But
Homelander looks like he saw the face of God. He looks like he had a religious epiphany, or he just that face. Anthony Starr is just amazing. It's so from shock to joy to like just
child. Like it is like small kids seeing fireworks.
It's
that wide-eyed wonder.
And he's just like, what? He's like, you're not even pregnant.
But you see him do the look up and down and go, but you're not pregnant.
Yeah. She tells him there's a very long and specific regimen of drugs she could take to
produce lactation.
Milk. It enlarges her heart a little bit, but she doesn't mind.
This is about loyalty.
Yeah, it's worth it for you. I would do anything for you. And when she says anything this time, she means not sexual, anything.
And then you see him.
Yeah, and she's telling him what a good boy he is, and like. I know last season I said when Homelander took the cow's milk, I was like, I thought we were done with the milk thing, and it seems a bit weird to bring it back in now. But no, I take that back. That was fucking hilarious.
That was so unexpected.
Yeah, Homelander still, no matter what's wrong with him, or like no matter what happens to him, still craves a mommy.
Yeah.
Homelander still wants a mommy, and he's never going to be able to get away from that. It will be interesting to see. Because after we went home and came back, he's all like, I'm different now. I'm above it. And he told your one, what was her name? Barbara? No. You want to be left down in the fucking...
Barbara.
In the bedroom. He told her, I'm not that person anymore. I don't, I'm not going to be wanting everybody's love, and my son's not going to be the same. But here he is, 2 episodes later.
Looking for it.
Back looking for a mommy again. So, yeah, I wonder is... like Firecracker obviously
does he have to be like full stretched on the sofa like that in like the fetal position?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. That's the whole thing for him. He wants
I
his
just
mommy.
love it though, because you have the cape and then the big flag behind him.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Wasn't expecting it.
No.
All for it. Think it's hilarious. Can't wait to see how it is going forward. The only other thing we see from the boys before we move on to Butcher is Annie and Hughie listening back to some of the tapes. And Annie kind of being like, I wonder, does Vic know about the internment camps? Like, how much of it is she in on? Because it kind of sounds like she's in on a lot of it.
Yeah.
And then Hughie has a little bit of a breakdown where...
He's like, I'm not fine.
I'm not fine. Like, some horrible things just happened to me. And I am not at all even close to, like, beginning to process my dad's death. I am not okay. And they have a big hug, basically.
No.
They're like, it's I think Hughie needs to realize that,
like, because they do have a conversation earlier where Annie's like, I don't think he should come, and he's like, no, I need to be here, I need to be in work, I need the distraction.
Yeah.
Not the distraction he needed.
No. Well, I don't think...
Things took a turn.
Yeah, I don't think any distraction would actually have worked for him. Yeah. Some people it does, but I don't think for Hughie it would have.
No, and your dad died, it's gonna hurt, you're gonna miss him, it's never gonna go away.
Take the time to process the grief.
You just get used to it. Like, it's always gonna be there, but when it's that fresh...
Hughie needs to take the time to process his grief, and I think it'll take a bit of, like, it'll be something we'll see a bit of in the next episode, but it will be not squared away, but not a plot thing for the finale.
It's something, and they'll probably, like, grief comes in waves.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably the way we're going to see it, is that he'll be fine. There'll be something that's a reminder. The grief will come up, because that's how grief is. No, but I like to see it. He's there being, I'm not fine. Because you got him down in Tek Knight's cave, being like, everything's okay, I'm fine, everything's fine.
Yeah.
And then him just being like, I'm not fine.
Speaking of other people who aren't fine, let's get on to Butcher.
Billy's not okay.
No, he's really not okay.
Billy's really not okay. He's MIA. He's in some vault somewhere.
Some old vault factory.
I'm
not sure if it's supposed to be the farm from last week or somewhere else nearby.
No, I think it's somewhere close by, though. I don't think he would have had him on the farm, but he's got him in some abandoned facility anyway.
It's definitely a vault facility.
Yeah, there's so much stuff everywhere about.
The Black Noir poster that was like, unions can't, we can.
Yeah, because of course they're anti-union.
And the Crimson Countess by the clock-in machine poster that's like, don't be a time thief.
Yeah, there's a great one that said, talking causes distractions.
Talking causes accidents.
Yeah.
That's when Kessler is telling them about who the real Kessler is.
There is, yeah.
Because, it's their side of things, well, his side of things, starts with him waking up Samir and being like, you need to get to work on a virus.
Yeah, and you have a week. And he's like, what?
Yeah, I couldn't do it in a month. And as Butcher's trying to convince him by grabbing the end of his stump and putting him in immense pain, he ends up like coughing loads and kind of he doesn't vomit there, but he starts coughing really bad and heads off and tells Kessler to keep an eye on him this time,
not let him fall asleep this time.
When we cut back to him, that's when he's vomiting, and Becca appears and
is like, you cut off the dude's leg.
Yeah, you okay? He's like, I'm fine. Fine, yeah, don't know, cut off a guy's leg, is that fine? Really? Yeah. Do you even care about getting Ryan out anymore, or are you just back to the same old let's kill Homelander bullshit?
Yeah, because like, if you kill this Homelander, or if you kill a Homelander, you're just going to create
another one. You need to get Ryan out first and get Ryan to see what a bad guy Homelander is, instead of killing Homelander when Ryan sees Homelander as a good person.
Yeah, she's like, have you even been in contact with him? And he hasn't, not since that first time where they were like mending.
What, in episode 1 or 2 was it?
Yeah, like he hasn't seen him really since then. Well, we haven't seen any interaction between them since then.
No, it was episode 3, because when he comes home, he has the fight with Homelander, and then Homelander goes home in the next episode. So he hasn't seen him since then, or made any effort to contact him. But we've seen Kessler a couple of times since then, and he's been steering Butcher towards the end goal, which becomes a little bit more apparent after his conversation with Becca. He has that one with Kessler beneath the sign about talking causing accidents, where Kessler is like, the last tour I went on, pretty hard leaving, but coming back was even worse because I just couldn't be a normal person anymore.
Yeah, because of all the things I saw and all the things I did, and I realised that I liked that more.
Yeah, one day I realised that was the real me, not the one taking it to trash and doing normal people stuff. Tell me, Butcher, who's the real you, kind of.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I think after that conversation is the last scene with them, where
he comes in with all the stuff
that he says he got off a French bloke he knows.
Yeah, and he's like, you got everything, because at the first time he comes up to him, he's got like a sheep's head in a bucket.
Oh yeah, he says,
and he's like, and he's like, just teach me what we need to do, and he's like, we can't. And
tell me what you need, because he says, little Mary's lamb is going off in the bucket there or whatever. But they had the sheep with the virus in it, I assume.
He's trying to bargain with him. He's like, we just need one dose strong enough to take down Homelander, and that's when your man is like, we can't. We discovered this.
Yeah.
If we make it that strong, it mutates and becomes airborne.
It will kill.
And then
everybody.
It's a pandemic. And
all the soups.
Yeah, anybody with V in their blood is dead. And you've got Becca going, so Starlight and Kimiko, but Butcher says Ryan.
Yeah, she says Annie Kimiko, Butcher says Ryan, and then Samir says Zoe and Vic.
And Zoe, yeah.
But I'm hoping it's a good thing that Butcher
and they said that things get into the wrong hands, they mean your hands.
Yeah. But I'm hoping that the fact that Butcher is the one who says Ryan rather than Becca is an important thing.
Yeah.
Because Kessler pipes up and is like, this is exactly what we've been waiting for.
Excellent.
This is a silver bullet. Like, we take them all out in one go. It's fucking fantastic. And Butcher's like, I didn't.
Like, what happened to the guy who was like, kill them all?
Yeah, well, Butcher's like, I didn't sign up for a genocide. And he says, what happened to the guy who said kill them all, every last one. Butcher has this little look on his face that's almost like, how did you know I said that?
Yeah.
Becca is like, you can't possibly agree with him, like he's a psycho, you can't do it. And
yeah, we can't do this, you can't kill all these people, this is murder.
Yes, thousands and thousands of people, you can't do that. And Kessler snaps and tells Becca to shut her cake hole, and we were like, confirmation.
Oh, the penny drops is so well done as well, because it's just the arguing, because you don't know if it's him trying to tune into which voice he's hearing, and then you realize they're actually arguing with each other. But
the fact as well, like they kind of, they laid it on heavy at the start of the episode that he was real almost, because Kessler says wakey wakey eggs and bakey, and you see a hand shake Samir awake,
but it's
actually Butcher.
Yeah.
And then he comes in later and you actually see him walk in through a door, or you hear a door close behind him.
Yeah.
And there's a few things like that, or he says things directly to Samir, and it's like, oh no, he must be real, he must be, no he's not.
No. And then he's like, you can fucking see her, and you get the whole thing about I'm in your head, and
you see it from Samir's point of view for a second, where Butcher's like, what do you mean you're me?
Like, and Samir's terror, and top of like, this dude's cut off my leg, this dude's full on crazy.
Well, he probably has seen some of those conversations already, but now we're seeing it. Yeah, Kessler is basically like, look, she's the good side of you, I'm the bad side of you.
So when I'm telling you, you want to do this, you know you want to do this. And Becca's just looking at him like, please don't, as he's making this.
I love the flashback.
Of all the moments.
Butcher realizing that he was alone all the time, but of him pouring the whiskey onto the table.
Or when he's having the chat on the park bench and the girl running turns around to look at him.
Yeah. But
he just poured the whiskey on the table.
And
that's how you get ants.
Kessler, yes, that is how you get ants. Kessler has to tell him, yes, of course, that you could possibly hallucinate all those things. You've got a big old tumor in your brain.
Tumor in your brain, yeah.
And I think he kind of says, I'm as much the tumor is what created me as well, like, and Becca. But that's when he's like, yeah, look, it created me because Kessler is the one part, the person that you remember most that would most agree with you. So if I'm telling you you want to do this, it's because you want to do this. Yeah,
and I'm not even here. I'm dead in the Punjabi Valley or wherever it is. He goes, because you left me there to die.
So all this stuff I've been saying to you is you saying it to you.
Yeah.
And tells him not to worry. Daddy's home. And the camera pans around, and as you were very quick to point out, Becca's nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, because she's there for most of that conversation, but as he walks off and the camera spins around to look at where she's gone.
Yeah.
And it does like a full 360 around.
Directly after Kessler saying Daddy's home.
Yeah.
It's a bit worrying.
Just a touch.
It's a bit worrying, but again, fucking incredible episode.
Now you're getting like the full scope of
their plan.
Because the internment cabs thing, fuck no.
Yeah. So
like when they're already like planning ahead and being like, right, we'll get all the prisons because we're gonna we need somewhere to put round up all these people that don't agree with us.
But we still need to see the bit in between, the important bit where all the people start tearing themselves apart for them to come in and save them. Because I assume that has to happen first. It can't just be a straight up go in and
kill.
Like obviously
kill. Well,
they
know because they know they have a deadline, which is January 6th.
No, they can't do it before then.
Yeah, but they have to have all the pieces in place.
I think they want to have all their ducks in a row by then. So I don't think we're going to get the coup this season. I think it might be early next season, but the boys will like find some way to forestall it in the last episode of the season. Maybe.
I swear to God, if they cliffhanger on Singer's head exploding.
They're good at not cliffhangering in this show, in fairness.
But we know that the 5th season's going to be the last season.
Yeah. No, I don't think they'll do that to us. I think they'll do it in the same way they have done in previous seasons, where there'll be a kind of a oh shit moment, but it's not a full on cliffhanger.
Yeah, I'm not making any
predictions.
I just what way it's going to go.
No, I've no idea. But we've got 2 episodes left. They are going to definitely start tying things up and ramping things up. We've already seen Tek Knight now out of the picture.
Yeah, Tek Knight's dead now.
But they have the deal made with him, so they have his prisons to use, so that's still part of the plan, I'm guessing.
Well, it depends on how...
It depends on how much Sage comes back and how much Vic has taken over, not of the plan, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So cannot wait to see the next 2 episodes. But that, I think, well and truly covers it in one episode. Hooray!
Yeah, because I was generally the episode 6s are absolute monsters, but last week I think this was very much like one storyline. Yeah, like some of the asides with Billy and all the shit that's gone on with him, but everyone else is on the same page. So even though and there is now people know different information as well, even though they were all in the same location, it's different to the farm where the events on the farm weren't affecting what was happening in Seven Tower.
And the boys are in a much stronger position. They know what's going on. They have proof through the bugs of what's going on, and they threw a bit of a spanner in the works with Sage as well, so they're in a stronger position than they were in the last episode. But no, can't wait to watch the last two. Hopefully we will do them both in one parters as well. But we'll see how it goes. As ever, thanks for joining us, guys. We will be back next week with season 4 episode 7 coverage. If you want, you can head back and check out our previous episodes or our other podcast, Mono Rants at the Movies. Or you can come and chat with us on Twitter at RantsMono, on Instagram at monorants_the_boys. Or you can send your own rants to monorantspodcast@gmail.com. And we'll catch you all next week. Bye bye.